He may not look it, but Daryan's a gifted detective. Show any weakness, and he's sure to find it. He may not look it, partner. Gee, thanks, man. That reminds me. I happened to pass through that very hallway several times that day myself. Yeah, we too. And I saw something odd there just before the third set. Something odd? A headset, the kind all of the band and staff members were wearing. That's right. Yeah, it was bugging me and stuff. We picked this up in front of the door to that dressing room, and we attached it to Tracy. What if the headset wasn't dropped, but placed? And what if it was turned on? The light was on too when we saw it. You could hear what was going on in that hallway, even if you were out on the stage. Fah! Whose side are you on, Gavin? Listen to me, Daryan. There are no sides in a court of law. Which is why I now turn to you, Air Forehead. I have a question for you. Huh? For me? Was this a pop quiz or something? Igniting the brick of fragments that were found at the scene of the crime. It's certainly a possibility that they were part of a ruse to fake the sound of gunshots. Throw the headset from the hallway into the mix so you could fabricate an alibi. But we're still no closer to proving anything. Those gunshots might have been real or fake. We can't say. Ugh. You've raised the possibility that the shots heard during the third set were faked. Now you need to prove the other half of the case. The other half? Look, I'll just tell him. He wants you to prove the thing went down the second act while our little piano player was on stage. That right, Gavin? Indeed. If you can't prove that, then to continue this cross-examination would be pointless. Well, Mr. Justice, can you prove the crime took place during the second set? Yeah, I think. You better know, Apollo, otherwise we're through! It can be proven! Okay. You make it sound like someone else is gonna come along and do it for you. Well, Phoenix won't be helping us. Let's continue with the cross-examination then, shall we? With the witness, your testimony, if you would. This is going to be easy. I need some decisive proof and fast. You ready, kid? 'Cause I am. The shoot took place during the 6th set. If you're so sure, let's see your proof. Let me just press it. Just for fun. But the gunshots heard during the third set could have been... What? Some kind of setup? I've heard that one before. We need proof, Apollo. We need to prove that the shooting took place during the second set. Well, if you know how to do that, I'm all ears. Maybe the gunshots are the key after all. What do you mean? Well, Lamar says she heard them, right? Right in the middle of her illusion when she was up above the ceiling. That's like a hint for you if you're stuck on this part. When she forgot the words of the song. Yeah. If you can prove the gun was shot right when she missed those lyrics, we're home free, I think. True. Not easy, but true. Is there some way to prove that? Let's take a look through our evidence. Maybe there is something in there. Hey, aren't you supposed to be cross-examining me? Try to refrain from private discussions during cross-examination, Mr. Justice. Right, Your Honor. Sorry. Just let me take a quick look through the court record. He's pretty eager to paint Lamar as a liar, isn't he? Yeah, because her testimony is basically our entire case. This is tough. So what do you do? I've got a few ideas. I just need to find another way to prove it. It didn't happen when he says it did. Backwards. Let's see our... You want to see our proof? I'll give you proof! Wait, not the videotape. I'm wrong. That's one way. Mixing board. Objection! It seems there was clear proof left behind. Right here, Lamar's song. You know, I can't like check the mixing board myself, but let's Apollo show the court of how it's done. Her song? What exactly is this, or device thingy? A new variety of gramophone, perhaps? Gramophone? Come on, we just use this and don't get me started on gramophone. This device was used to record the performance part by part. Part? Like, this is part 25 or something, I don't remember. You move the sliders to adjust the volume. Or maybe 26, who knows. Each instrument is adjustable separately, Glemma's voice included. Ho ho! But what does this prove? According to Lamar's testimony, at the moment of the shooting, she forgot the words to the song. Ah, you intend to examine the recording at that moment, yeah? We might even hear those gunshots. Exactly. Ha! Ridiculous. How are you supposed to hear those gunshots back in that dressing room out on stage? Have you forgotten, Daryan? We were all wearing these headsets. Oh. He's sweating. We were all deeply involved in our performance, but Lamar's headset would have picked up what she heard all the same. Unless it's really good at, what's it called? I forgot what it's called. I have a headset, I should know. The background noise, it won't record the background noise, but yeah, it won't pick up the background noise, whatever. Then let's get to analyzing that recording. Right now! Lamar stopped saying when she heard the shots fired. Find that spot and I'll find the gunshots. Or, yeah, I had to do this now. Which is Lamar's. Okay. Okay. I think this maybe is the drum part. Number 5. This piano part is number 4. Okay, I should be listening to... Oh! Did you hear something? Okay, that's a weird noise. Did you hear the gunshot? Okay, just listen to Lamar's part. But, actually, since I already know where it is, I can just present it. This part? That's weird. Yeah. Okay, this part? Okay. I think this is right. Your Honor, listen closer to this part! This is the track with Lamar's vocals. So the video goes along with it too. I did hear something faintly there. Yes, what? It sounded like a gunshot. What? This has to be some kind of mistake. Wow, his hair is how does his hair stay like that? Seriously, that is not possible. It must have used so much hair gel for that. I believe the case has been made. Gunshots were heard during the second set, which means Lamar's testimony was true. Grah! Yay! Oh no! So, she was telling the truth about what she heard? It was the other man speaking, not Mr. Matus. More flashbacks. Well, what did he say? It's over. Press the switch. Now. Just after that, there was a gunshot, and then the guitar caught on fire. Detective Crescent, you weren't on stage in the second set. You could have done it. Emphasis on could. But why did we only hear one gunshot on the recording? Aren't two bullets fired from this weapon? Lamar was moving through the air vent, Your Honor. She must not have been close enough for her mic to catch the first shot. But then, as she passed over the dressing room, the gun fired again and Miss Latus's death. Life was taken. Death was taken. What? Well, Detective Crescent! Sweat, sweat. And he's playing with his hair. Just don't do that. Once again, I'm reminded of something. A performance that day. Your performance? Seeing the mixing board just jogged my memory. You were there too, Air Forehead, when you were getting mad and freaking out and stuff. What is it with today? Problem after problem, achung! My hog won't start my guitar in case it's busted. My guitar's been burnt to a crescent. To top it off, someone's dead. And then there was, and then there was that performance just now. What's that all about? This part is off. Which is that? Second guitar. It was you, Daryan! I thought it strange at the time. How could you dismiss such a simple cue? I know you. I know how you play. You're better than that. Yeah, well, you what? What are you getting at? I'm talking about the murder weapon, Mr. Latusse's 45 hand caliber, Mr. Latusse's 45 caliber hand cannon. As we have learned, even the shooter doesn't go unscarred with a revolver that size. The kickback is enough to dislocate your shoulder if you're an amateur. Wait, you mean his playing was affected because he hurt himself shooting that revolver? But Machi could have, if Machi used that same gun, wouldn't he dislocated his shoulder? Well, yeah, he's the defendant right now, and they have more proof proving that he's a killer than Daryan. Kind of. Okay. Ha! You're forgetting something! Yes, Detective Crescent? I am a trained police officer, you know. I've had firearms training, plenty of it. I'm no amateur. The standard sidearm issued to the police officers is a 38 caliber weapon. A much tamer beast, so also the murder weapon belonged to the victim, Mr. Latouche, which suggests there was a struggle between killer and victim. So, the killer might not have been holding the revolver correctly when he fired. Is that what you mean? The thought had occurred to me, yes. Well, does the witness have anything to say to this? Detective Crescent! What I want to ask is what Mr. Sleeves rolled up ready for action has to say. Oh gosh, he has like crazy nicknames. Hey you, attorney! We have a name. Me? Is that which piece of evidence is decisive again? He always uses like silly names for us, because yeah. I remember he says, what, Spike? You got a little noise on the tape that could be anything, and you have an allied guitar cue missed due to a 45 caliber kickback. I weep for this case, Gavin, I really do. And I don't know what voice I'm using for him. You can line up all your little weak pieces of evidence all you want. I didn't shoot that manager, and that's the obvious truth. The witness has a point. The defense's arguments, while persuasive, are not decisive. I believe we should hear what the witness has to say in response to the case so far. Your testimony, please, Detective Crescent. Tell us your reasons why you couldn't have done it. Another rebuttal. Or proof of innocence. Come on, why would I even want to kill that manager? You want a reason? Easy, I got no motive, man. This was that diva's first trip to this country, right? How could I possibly know her manager? If I didn't know him, why would I want to kill him? Motive. He means motive. For reason, indeed. Possibly, Evan, is it the case that Miss Latouche had not been to our country before? According to our records, yes, not even once. I see. Very well. Mr. Justice, you may begin the cross-examination. Great, now I need to find a motive. Why do we have to do all the hard stuff? Jeez. And the music's all crazy too. Let's just press for fun. Her manager, sure, but Miss Latouche was. Oh right, sorry, an Interpol agent, wasn't he? I just have trouble picturing that big lunk as an undercover cop, you dig? And not a very good one, seeing as how he got wasted. That is so mean! Don't speak to the dead like that. That's cold, dog. I just love this. Not that it matters either way. See, I had no reason to kill that man, whatever he was. You want a reason? Is I got no motive, man. But that's the same for Machi. No motive was proven for him. Come on, he traveled around the world with that old fart. He had plenty of time to come up with a motive of his own. More than I sure did. I mean, think about it. Yeah, Daryan is a good detective, I can tell. Probably not really good. Probably doesn't have a good personality, but whatever. Daryan, you're a detective with international affairs? Yeah, what of it? Even if this was Miss Latouche's first trip to this country, you still could have met him prior to the concert. Huh? Or don't you take any international trips and international fairs? That's right. Well, Detective Crescent. That's your game, is it? Guess I better confess then. Confess? Yeah, it's a big of an embarrassment, but I've never been sent overseas. What? But you're international. See, me and Plane's got a difference of opinion. We don't like each other much. My condolences there, Fairhead, but he's telling the truth. Seriously? Seriously? He's never set foot outside the country, I can guarantee it. As it turns out, my division has plenty of work to do locally as well. That's so unfair.